All right, I'm gonna get right to it. Try to be quick. It's pretty hot out here, so first things first, Diana. As you can see, her wheels are off. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Sidewall. Well, I'm not gonna blame it on sidewall because I honestly don't know exactly what happened. But I was on the highway doing about 70, and I felt the steering wheel start to pull this side a little bit. And then as I was realizing and figuring out what was going on, it pulled really hard. Tried to put this thing into a wall. I was on the highway, so saved it. Didn't wreck it. I'll show the wheel and tire here in a second. So got these wheels on. They're gonna stay on here for a while. And then the turbo, I did the solenoid. I did the relearn. It fixed it for like a day, and then it went back to what it was doing. So the turbo has to come back out on this. Not sure when I'm gonna do that, but eventually I'm gonna have to pull the turbo back out and see what's up with the vanes, where it's binding up, catching up at, what's going on in there. This had left and came back. He needed the car to handle some business, so I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot that I could really need it or want it for anyways, because he still hasn't ordered an AC line. But I've been messing with the flex fuel stuff, so I actually just finished messing with this some more. I rewired it, ran my own power. The ground was good. I double checked those today, make sure they still work good, and they were. And then the white wire that goes to the ECU, well, the PCM, I undid that and checked that, made sure that was cool. That passed the continuity test, so I pulled all that back together. So at this point, it's either not enabled on a current tune that it's on, or the sensor itself is bad. So I just got with the tuner mark, and the most recent file that he sent for this, it is enabled. So we'll flash that on here first and see if that works. And then if it doesn't work once it's flashed, because now that it's enabled, and like I said, I'm not sure if it is on the current tuner that's on now, then we'll go ahead and take the sensor out the DSX kick and put it in here, and it should be good to go. Then I verified that the white wire is pinned in the right spot, the right slot in the connector, so everything is checking out to be okay. So like I said, either it needs to be pinned in the ECU, activated in the ECU in the tune, or the sensor itself is bad. So we'll see on that. Nate gets back into town tomorrow night. Hopefully I can get with him soon before he gets back into work, just to flash the last tune on it, the newest tune on it, and see what happens with it. As far as this, I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but I ordered some gaskets and stuff. I haven't touched it or started on it yet. I did order some more stuff for it, so I bought the spring kit for these heads that'll be going on here. And then I also bought a part for the Holly that it basically integrates the alternator excite wire. So I did that. Yeah, that was pretty much all I bought, which really sucks because I spent probably like $300 to $400, which could have went towards new tires for the wheels. But I'm kind of over this thing right now, so I don't really care too much. I'll just keep these on here for a while. It is what it is, and maybe in like a month or so, I'll go ahead and spend the money to get new tires to put the wheels back on. But right now, I don't really care about this thing anymore. It pissed me off, so that's just what it is. Yeah, I'll go inside and I'll show you guys the tire that messed up on it, and then that'll pretty much be the end of the video. All right, give me a sec. All right, excuse the mess in here. This is my parts room. Move one out the way. So this is the one that went bad on me. Now, like I said, I can't entirely say what happened, because when it went flat, I drove it 20 minutes with it being flat. It wouldn't take any air, and I refused to wait for a tow truck It was 110 degrees outside, so that was a no. So I just drove it, and obviously driving on a flat stretch tire, this can happen. So I don't want to say that the sidewall blew out on it, and that's what happened and put me in this position, because like I said, I drove it flat, taking turns, doing like 10 to 15 miles an hour, 20 minutes to get home. So this could have been a result of that, and this wasn't like this when I first pulled over and realized what was going on. So this was more than likely my fault of just driving it home. I don't believe I damaged the lip on it. I'm not gonna lie, at the time I didn't care. I think I got lucky though with this little shred staying, and it saved the lip, and I just rode on this. But yeah, I don't think I damaged it, the wheel, at least at all. Possibly bent it in a bumper too, whatever, I'm not sure. One of these is already bent anyways, like you can literally see it if you look at it hard enough. So these wheels are already been abused by me, of course, but I don't really care too much. I mean, there's so many screws and bolts in these wheels and tires, like it's ridiculous. But the crazy thing is I think this one doesn't even have one in it. And this is the one that did what it did. Whatever happened. Yeah, I don't think this one has one in it. Which is wild to me, but whatever. Like I said, it is what it is. I'll just buy a new set and then throw them on later on. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably... I don't know. I mean, I do want to get them polished. So that'll be a thing. I don't know if I want to get that done first and then get tires and get them mounted, or if I want to get tires and get them mounted and then get them polished. I'm not sure. But as long as those things happen, I don't really care too much. Other than that, that's all we got going on, man. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video off here. I'm not gonna yap too much about a whole lot of nothing. So whenever I get an update on stuff, I will let y'all know. Hopefully get this SS sorted and figured out soon, at least with the flex fuel stuff, and then give the car back to him. And whenever he gets the AC line in hand, we'll go ahead and handle that. But I don't want to keep his car until then. So I'm trying to assess and figure out this flex fuel stuff now. So whenever he gets back into town, he can pick it up and take it home. And then, like I said, he comes back when he gets the AC line, and I can worry about other stuff. So that's all I got. Still just been stacking parts for the 51. Pretty much everything that you see in this camera frame is for the 51. That corner over there is for the Duramax. But it ain't nothing that's going on anytime soon. So that's it, man. I'll catch y'all later.